making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will have the football first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was...
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Roadrunners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5.
Turning on the Jets. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Roadrunners have this offense rolling. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. The road gives it on the option. Touchdown, UTSA! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll go to the ground. Wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Vaughn. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Snares it outside. It's Reese. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Roadrunners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Reese. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage. And, hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get out of the catch.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They went for it all, and it paid off.
Sports Center. Top 10.
And it's so underrated.
Top 10.
The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight.
He's going to the league.
Perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Vaughn. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Stumbled to the ground. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Roadrunners will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Swings it out to the flat. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Oh, he's got a chance. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Vaughn. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's caught. It's Reese. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
And the Roadrunners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That's reeled in. It's Reese. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Reese. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Snagged out of the air. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Vaughn. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce.
That's 3 interceptions. See them, it's just going right through his hands.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
and you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Another incompletion on third down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Looking to throw, it's Vaughn. He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Rushes on him. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Now on the option. Now the toss. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Vaughn. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He got his hands on it.
How many has he dropped? 3? 3 deflections? That's insane.
When were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
Got him downfield. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the option. The pitch.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The give to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And here they come, almost all the way back. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up. Finds a tight end. Got enough space. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Vaughn. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware, too, man. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year, you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with a catch.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with a massive play right there.
A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Give to the running back.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
To the air, it's Vaughn. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Tigers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the The good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding. Got to have a score. Offense down 1 possession. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. To the air, it's Vaughn. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Yates. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, UTSA.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.